Hey everybody, welcome back. Episode 15. We're in the middle of February and conditions are good. We just got some snow yesterday. Conditions have been good at the local hill where I'm at. And I haven't waxed my board much this year. I haven't been riding a ton, but I've been getting out and having good quality runs, which is good. I want to talk about, I'm just going to scrape my board off. I've been riding it, so I just want to get a top-up wax to it kind of thing. It's been in good shape, but I get a little bit of base burn. Base burn is I really bang my board over, so the edges, like the first inch on either side, really get a lot of the wax gets just torn right off, and it's been cold in the morning, so it's torn right off. So I really focus on this area. I didn't do much in the middle, but I just there, so it's just kind of a custom wax job. I just did 3 inches and 3 inches tip to tail. I'm just scraping that off, but I'm going to talk as we go. I was riding with a couple guys at the hill. If you follow me, you know who you are. Kyle and Gavin, good guys. Rode their board. They just want to try something different, so we were riding in the morning. We're doing some carving, and I said, "Here, try my board." Switch up with theirs. They get all crazy about, "Oh, you're double positive," which means my feet are both the same direction. My stance again is 21-9, both forward, because I'm pigeon-toed. My stance is my stance, theirs is theirs. Previous episodes I mentioned all that jazz. So they're kind of a little bit wonky, and I'm riding their board. It's a little wonky because they have a duck foot, which is fine. I can ride that. I'm not riding it all day. But we got going, and it was quite cold, like minus 15 in the morning. And their boards, oh my God, were so slow. I get on it, and I'm on a flat area, and I'm hopping, trying to get going. And I'm just like, I'm not picking on these guys, but I just want to. I really notice when a board isn't waxed or tuned. I guess I'm super or hypersensitive to that, or whatever you want to call it. But I take care of my stuff, and I kind of always preach that. I know guys are like, "Oh, I've never waxed my board," and then Gavin pulled out a board. He's like, "Oh, I got this board. I got it used and got a pair of nice bindings on it, some union bindings on it." And then I got on that thing. Oh, I can't even begin to tell you how bad it was. It was so slow. First of all, it took me forever to get going because it was a cold day. And just took it easy doing turns. And then I did a toe turn, and it gave up. It was like there was no edge on it. It was like the edge was round. It just gave up, and it just gives the board, you're pushing on the board, trying to get to bite it, and it just disappears. And you throw your arms up and you catch yourself and you whip your body and all the weirs to save it. And then I get saved and I go down the bottom, and he's just like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "This thing's so dull." He goes, "I've never sharpened it. I just bought it used and never sharpened it. It's probably been on rails and all kinds of stuff." And that's fine. Somebody said to me once, either always ride your stuff dull or always ride it sharp. And I'm a guy who's like always riding it sharp, because in emergencies, I know my stuff's I can dig it in any condition or ice or whatever, and it'll hold up. But this was, it was pretty scary. Of course, they ride my board, this board here that I'm doing, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's so stiff and sharp and it bites in." And I'm like, yeah. That's how a snowboard should be. It should be like it's brand new, sharp and fast. I guess it is a slow progression if you don't wax your board as the season goes on. I guess you don't really notice. So these guys, when they jumped on mine, they really noticed. Due to the fact that my stuff is sharp and waxed and fast. Fast meaning it's waxed, so it just, when you buckle in, you start going, the board just goes. It's sticking. They have to hop and whatnot, and again, it's fine if you're used to that and that's how you like it. I just don't. I don't like it. And these guys are instructors too, and I think they should have their stuff tuned. That's just my opinion of what I think. Hey, everybody's to their own. They're both really good instructors, really good riders, and they ride what they ride. They rung what they brung, or rung whatever the phrase is. So anyway, that's their deal. But it really is good to jump on somebody else's board, I think, just to feel the difference in the board, because you may be riding something too soft or too stiff or too narrow. I think Kyle is afraid to lean his board over because he's got a regular board. His feet are size 10. And I rode his board and I could feel like his bindings were actually dragging on the snow, and they were just using large bindings. So I think he should be on a wider board. I think if you have a size 10 foot or bigger, you should be on a wide model board. Or the bindings should have a riser in it to get you off so you don't have a lot of overhang. My opinion, I think Kyle would benefit from a wider board. Maybe he'll get the other board out here. You can just throw his bindings on and give it a ride, because he's afraid to lean it over, and that's a funny thing. As well as their high backs were 90 degrees. When they have them set up, they have this set up at 90. Right, I have mine forward a bit, pushing on it, so I have it right as soon as I lean back on the board right away, it's ready to go. So I kind of told those guys that as well, and they're going to try that. But don't go too crazy. Just do one notch at a time. It feels too weird if you've been riding it like that for a while. We had another instructor. He was very interesting. He had an interesting technique too. We're going to work with him a little bit. But other than that, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Just saying hey. Hope your season's going well. Mine's been pretty good. Lots of snow, and we got more on the way. Another 20 centimeters or something like that's coming, so you get a fresh wax, and what I'm doing right now, and I won't be standing around. I'll be gone. Those guys won't be able to catch me, which is pretty good for an old guy. So anyway, hello everybody. Hope you're having a good season, and that's it. We'll talk to you next time. That's a quick scrape and texture. Again, this is a Scotch-Brite pad or something like that. And it just gives you a nice, I'll try to get a reflection on there. Ooh, look at that. Gives you a nice reflection on there. And that'll do me for a couple more runs. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.